Good morning, guys. Welcome to another weekly project video. Excuse the mess, but this is catch-all counter table. Move my cousin's computer. Main issue I'm having with it, and not really a problem, is this feet. This one keeps coming off. I glued it on. That one I glued on. I never had a problem with it, but I had to glue that back on. We'll probably review that in a, alright, trying to find somewhere to put it safely, I guess right here. We got eggshells for the compost. I'm letting them build up. They should have been out a long time ago. But we're getting back onto the Toshiba. It's getting ready to go back in storage. So we're beating out another video out of it. Still haven't cleaned this dust up, but we're back on the Toshiba satellite p105-s6024. It's a Centrino dual core. I don't remember what we did, but I think in the last video it was running Windows 7. One other issue is with it is I don't know why this is sticking up so like that. I think it's got Vista on it now. I was bored one day and loaded Vista on it. I think that's what I may have not of, but it's out here, so I've done something. I can't figure out underneath. It's probably this thing. Something's keeping it from setting fully in. I'm thinking the screen's been replaced on it, because it's not wanting to set in there, and I think I just turned it on. The battery's still holding up. I'm using the charger off that old Toshiba, which we got to film an update video on that. I think I loaded Vista on it, and yeah, I did. I mean, yeah, I got bored one day and loaded Vista. I have another Toshiba that's similar to this. We're gonna go ahead and it's gonna go into the list of getting recycled. The battery's no good in it, and I have this one. This one will keep. Guess I ought to go get my flash drives, and we'll sit you up right here in front of the rock. I'm not a professional. And I'll go get the flash drives, and we'll work on this thing a bit. Alright, and we're back with flash drives. Just fire up my big Toshiba here. I still have that other Toshiba. It's going into storage. We probably won't do any more videos on it, and I'm going to rob the solid state out of it. I've already robbed the my storage drive. Was robbed out of it and put in something else. I might as well go ahead and take the memory out and put that in storage somewhere else, and take the solid state out of it. It's going to go into a project, probably not. It's falling apart, but I don't want to get rid of it. If I can find another one, I want to rebuild it. Oh, I guess what we need to do, what I need to do is find my driver flash drive to see if I actually have the drivers on it for this Toshiba. This Toshiba's old enough to where these drivers are from my friend Steve, and he closed his shop down, right, coming up on 7-8 years ago, probably 9, because I've been here for almost 5. Yeah, I've been down here 5 almost. 9. No, I'm going on 6, I think. Alright, we'll let it install. The audio driver's installed, but it's saying, yeah, there's an issue with that. Now, let's go see stuff here. Oh yeah, that's right. I did do Vista. Unfortunately, it's not going to stay Vista. Just because I don't have a product key for Vista. This came with Windows XP Media Center Edition, which I have somewhere, but I can't find it. Reloaded it on the other Toshiba, which is getting parted out. I'll probably end up installing Windows XP. But in this video is just with Windows Vista. I guess we'll have to do another video. See, this is the issue with the sound. Maybe there is a sound problem. I don't remember. In the last video, this hard drive's out of another computer. I didn't load. This is the first operating system being loaded on here. Oh, it's not gonna work. It's not seeing my flash drive. No, it wants to format it. Okay, well, screw that. Well, I guess this was strictly Vista, which is changing. We tried these discs. They didn't work. This is for the A505 Toshiba's that we did a video on a while back. Here's the disc we're probably going to end up using. That does bother me. We're going to have to figure that out. Well, I was going to try to get a third video out of this one, but not now. We're going to do this. I was going to do a Vista video and an XP video, but I guess we'll do a Vista and XP video all in one. Usually I don't do videos of me loading Windows just because they take so long and time consuming. This is the Vista disc that I loaded, if I remember right. Well, we could do Dells. I got a bunch of, as you can see, I got one, that's Windows XP Professional. And there's Vista for a Dell. Another Windows XP Professional, but that's Service Pack 1. The green disc was Service Pack 2. And then somewhere in storage, in a box of, I got a box of software in that I have Windows XP Service Pack 3, but this is Windows XP. The final version was Service Pack 3. There's my Windows 98 disk. I'd show you that, but you know I got product keys on it. Two Windows Professional 2000 Professionals. There's my Windows 7 disk. Apparently I don't have it on flash drive. The Windows 8.1 disk, which I don't know why I made that. And then I don't remember when I made those for what machine. That I made in 2015. That was before I was even here. I don't know what that disk's about. We're saving it. I don't have the machine those no longer go to. And there's my Windows 10 disk, which was from Steve. I don't know why I made that this year. Then there's the other Windows. Oh, that's the Home Edition disk. They were all together one time. And then my Windows 98 recovery disks. Recovery disk for the old Toshiba, which we got to do a video on. And then these are my go-to discs. I still got to make lunch. This is loading slow. Plus, it's hard to hold the camera at the same time. I should have loaded this from the door, but it says Windows Vista compatible, but I don't know what happened to that. What? Let's see here. Enter. Oh, I was watching a YouTube video. We'll close out of that. Where's the disc? Oh. I have two random CDs over here. I got one disc in there left. Bought those discs a while back. I have two random discs. That one's a regular, and that one's a DVD. This might be Windows XP Media Center Edition. What I could do is take that hard drive out of that Toshiba and put it in this one. It's activated. I guess let me get my permanent marker ready. I'm gonna find out what's on it. Oh, it's blank. According to this. Well, I think there's something on it. Oh, the blue screen of death. Well, nothing's changed. Well, I guess we ain't loading that. Guess it's gonna stay Vista. Guess I'll end up loading and guess I'll have to end up loading Windows 7 on it. I know it's here somewhere. There it is. I don't know, nothing's changed hardware-wise. You know what? I've gotten that message before with that disc. Multitasking here. Yeah, it's saying that disc is blank. Check the disc. I guess it is blank. Got this DVD CD here. I think this has the recovery for this computer, but it's saying it's not, but online it is. It could be this disc. It's some type of old installer. Yeah, this is the Toshiba disc. Which it also write Toshiba on it. I'll just stick it. I guess we'll hang on to it. Yeah, I've gotten that error before. I might be the disc might be bad. I don't remember what computer we loaded it on. Why did it just do that? Eject the disc. It might not do anything now. There you go. Now, unfortunately, I'll put the 32-bit on here. What? We'll do professional, just. And then we'll set that up and let that run. Let me get so you can actually see it. Sorry, the videos, my computer videos are rather short. We'll probably end up having to cut this video off. My wife is out with her grandmother, and I don't know when she's going to return. And if she's going to return, it was, me having to help her unload. And it's not like I can't mute the video, so we might be cutting this short halfway through. I'm just letting you know that now. It's like 1:30 in the afternoon. I still haven't eaten lunch yet. From basically, or it looks like we're having, we're going to take ground meat and fry it up and mix it into beef rice-a-roni for dinner tonight. Last night we had pre-made hamburgers. I wonder if her grandmother's going to bring me lunch. Probably not. Boy, this is slow. Solid State Drive probably would have been already halfway through. I think this is good with Solid State in it. But what I should start doing is when I do videos on these computers, get me a solid state drive for computers like this, but then, you know, I'll have to take that solid state out, and, you know, if I want to put it in my collection of old computers, it won't have a drive in it, unfortunately. I could do that with that 60 gig solid state I have, and I don't have to worry about it being slow or anything. Downfall is the older machines, you know, might load stuff on it and have incompatibility issues. It's still reading 0%. Plus, these older machines, I have to use discs. And you can see, this is my driver disc. It's about full. Doesn't always work. Sometimes, on some occasionally, it does. I think this is one of my high school flash drives I had in high school. I got 2 of them still. Yeah, that's one of them, and I think they're both 1 gig. I lost the cap for it. I was still in school when I lost the cap. The other one still does. I don't think the other one I used in school, I left that one at home. I think that was my spare, I think. Oh, there's another one from school. This one's a 4 gig. That one's another one from school. And these were my favorites. That one was, this is the one that this didn't leave the house. This is the one that stayed at home. And that's why it still has the cap to it. So those 3, one from school. I had a bunch of them. Yeah, that's all the ones from school. I have no idea where I acquired this one from. I think I got that out of a clean out. Those are the ones all from high school. No, I don't have none of my high school stuff left on it. They're all empty. Oh, we got up to 9%. I wonder if this drive will keep that out. Plus, I'm using my actual phone for a camera, so it's not like I could text the wife and says, "How are you gonna have lunch?" So I said, I'm just warning y'all now, this might get cut short. Well, it looks like this is going to install. And no, I do not edit videos. That's why some of my videos are long, which I don't think none of them are that long. I think 1 hour and 5 is the longest video, I think. But most of my project videos are like 10 minutes long, 12 minutes long. So this video was supposed to show you in Windows Vista on this model, if getting drivers on this model, but in the end it turns out that, well, we're going to do Windows XP. Turns out that we can't do that with that disk. I'd have to go find another disk. Then I was planning on doing Windows 7 video. So it looks like the Vista and Windows XP, and it's just going to be all in one. So this will be the last video of this Toshiba for a good while. Might do an update video in the future, but I'm planning on keeping it. Unless I can find something newer and better. Or I may need to get rid of it to bring other projects in. Videos computer videos. I'm sorry we haven't done a desktop video. I'm not set up here for desktops. I'm not set up anywhere to do desktops. My workbench, then my mom and dad's have been taken over by my dad since I don't live there anymore. My room's been taken over by my sister since I don't live there anymore. So I don't have area to set up desktops. I barely have an area to do these videos on these laptops. Oh, it jumped to 61%. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. If I had an abundance amount of solid state drives, I'd be like this one would get a small one. If I could get a 60, a box of like 40, 60 gigs solid states, I would put that in it. And we'll probably end up doing a video on it again. I'll probably end up putting that hard drive out of that other Toshiba in this and see if it'll work. I'm not the one who normally does that kind of stuff, but it's got the correct operating system. It's got Media Center, Windows XP Media Center on it, and that's what came with that Toshiba, and that's what came with this Toshiba. So I might get away with putting its hard drive in this, so that might be a future video sometime next year. I got 5 other laptops that have to be filmed and tested. Those should have been done before this one. That should have been done before the last Toshiba that we're going to be robbing parts out of. We're junking that one. And then I got laptops that are just laying around that's parted out. And, got a nice blue Dell that when next time I go up, I'm going to go through my parts laptops that are missing parts, and we're going to get rid of some more of them. I want to do a desktop. An amateur desktop build, or not amateur, a vintage desktop build. You got a Intel Q6600 we could do a build with, and I got an AMD Phantom 2, I think. They both were my older gaming rigs, probably like I built like 67 years ago, 8 years ago. I want to do a couple desktop videos on that, and I want to try XP on both of those. They only got Windows 10, I think, on the one. I think I did try to get rid of the Q6600 recently, but he doesn't want it. Mention what I would like to do is the Q6600. I want to put it. There's this old scratched up case that buddy's telling me to get rid of. I think we're going to put the Q6600 in that. It's a full motherboard, so it might not fit. If not, we'll put the AMD in it. The AMD was from my friend Brandon. He wanted an upgrade, or he needed a machine to play a certain game, and his wouldn't do it, so I told him I'd hook him up, and I did, and I think he's still using it. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put a. Well, I need a big solid state for that. Well, anywho's, we're gonna make a dual boot machine out of it. We're gonna run Windows XP. We're gonna try to get XP in it. Um, they have 2 hard drives, a DVD drive, maybe a card reader. And shoot, I might even try to finagle. If I have a black floppy disk drive, I'll put that in it. But don't have a memory card reader. I think there's one already in that case. We'll probably put the AMD in that case. And shoot, maybe just run Windows 7 with maybe a 250 gig conventional hard drive. Or shoot, if I can, maybe we'll run Windows XP on that Q66 or AMD or Q6600. Either one should run Windows XP on conventional drive pretty decent. Neither one's going to be connected to the internet. Try if either one of them don't have Ethernet cards, they're not getting one. They're not getting a wireless card. You know what? Maybe because I have that server, I have an old Dell server that's got Windows 7 on it. It used to have 10 on it, but I kept losing it. Not the operating system. I'd be on my laptop and be trying to access the server, and it's not coming seen on the network. I don't know. That was a Windows 10. I'm surprised I remember that. That was something like almost 10 years ago. Yeah, I was living at where Mom and Dad are now, so it could have been about like 7 years ago. So that's when I had two. I had two at the time. The one blew up from sitting in storage. So I just loaded 7 back on them. That was right around the time when 7 was going out, I think, or may have still been in. Boy, that just jumped pretty quick down there. Oh, that's right, you can't see that. That just jumped pretty quick. Now, I used to have this on a flash drive, but I formatted my Windows 7 flash drive by accident, and I went months trying to get it back, and well, it's an NRG file, and not only was able to get it on disk, I might have it on. I think I did burn it on back on. I lost my original 7 flash drive years ago. I think it's still on 8th Street in the basement somewhere, or I sold it in a machine. Okay, yeah, I do have Windows 7. This is my Windows 7 drive that when I lost the first one, became it, and it's been it since. That's been like that for probably 8 years. And be careful enough, the phone will stay like that. I think it's rebooting. I wonder if I'm going to have sound. I should have just left the computer alone. They had Windows 7 already on it. She is booting into Windows 7 now. Setup is preparing your computer for first use. And this can take some time. Setup is checking video performance. Would have been stuck Vista. Oh, you know what? Wait a minute. Let's see, I got that HP. I got 3 other computer laptops on that I need to do videos on. Thinking about that. So we got laptops. See, now, originally, it would have said Toshiba on my old 7 flat, my old Windows 7. I don't know what it different. And oh, see, now that one, these two networks are coming up. And now, come on. Wasn't those networks weren't coming up with Vista. But yeah, my other one would have had the Windows Toshiba background and everything on it. When you went to system information, it would have said Toshiba. So as this computer sits, it's going in the storage as is. Except I'll probably load the drivers on it if they're not already done. I'm not putting no programming on it. It actually didn't take as long as I thought it would. I thought it would be here for like 40 minutes. Plus whatever time the video was when I started it. And it looks like the video card driver's installed because none of this is all, it's all like small. Now it's going to reboot. Guess I could probably take my. This does everything and it's pre-activated. Don't ask where I got it from. I've had this for a long time. And I started out with another computer buddy gave me their disk, and that's how I did. Oh, I have two Windows. Two Windows 98 CDs. Oh, no, I don't know about that one. But I have this disc. I've never tried that disc. I've always used the burnt disc, which I have no idea where that came from either. Well, there you have it. Oh, it's 2006. 8/3 of 2006, and we were doing all this on the battery, just letting you know. No output device installed. And it looks like it's not connected to the internet. I don't know why. Now it's showing 4 gigs. It's a T2050 dual core 16.6 gigahertz, and guess we'll see if it'll read my flash. Now see, it did this all the 2 drivers that it was saying earlier with. Okay, so I'm not going online and getting them right now if I don't have to. See what it'll do. I don't remember. I think the drivers for this model is on here. I don't know what flash drive I put the drivers from the last Toshiba on. That'll be something I would have to do off camera. I may have deleted them. Like I said, this flash drive is full. I probably want to change this date and time. See if we can get the internet to work. And then I can get the date and time from the internet. Works better that way. Nope. I'll just do this manually. We are in August, so. That'll help I find the drivers too. I mean, with it not being connected to the internet, and if the date and time is wrong when you're doing this stuff, you'll still get problems. It's like the computer knows that that's not the date. And we'll still have to cut this video short. I mean, yeah, it's saying it's up to date, so I don't know, something's wrong with the... Something's wrong with the sound card maybe in this. So if that's the case, maybe this computer will end up getting junked as well. No sense in keeping something that's bad. Starting to... There's the date and time starting to lose battery power. Using this charger, it will charge the computer, but only when it's off. When it's running, it's charge, off, charge, off. Does that mainly when it's like low battery. And the battery does go pretty quick once it hits a certain percentage. It might even just shut down on us. It's getting close to that. So we're going to end this video right here. As you said, stay tuned for next week. There's always a new project video every week. So thank you for watching. Stay tuned for next week. Thanks for watching.